My child, do not test my patience. Do not think that this moment is small or accidental. I brought you here. I drew your eyes to this message. I arranged every step so you would see these words now. You may not realize it, but I have been following you, watching every move, listening to every thought, every sigh, every silent prayer that you whispered when no one else could hear. I know you almost passed this by. I know you almost ignored this, the same way you have ignored so many gentle whispers before. But I tell you plainly, this is not just another chance, it is a divine appointment. You think you found this message, but in truth, I found you. I have been reaching for your heart, and right now, at this exact moment, I have stopped you in your tracks. Do not harden your heart. Do not shrug this off as coincidence. This carries the weight of eternity. If you walk away now, if you scroll past again, you may regret it more than you could ever imagine. You may one day look back and wish with all your heart that you had stopped and listened when I called you by name. I see you. I see the heaviness you carry. I see the questions, the doubts, the fear you bury behind your daily routines. You think no one notices, but I have been watching every hidden battle, every private storm that no one else has seen. My patience has been long, my mercy has been wide, but this moment comes with urgency. I am speaking now with a voice that cannot be ignored, because what I have for you cannot wait any longer. Do not think lightly of this. My child, your destiny, your future, even your peace and joy hang in this balance. If you dismiss my words, you are not simply dismissing text on a screen, you are dismissing the very hand that has been stretched out to save you. This is not written by accident. These words are my words, and they are alive, cutting through every distraction and every excuse you hold. I am not here to condemn you, but I am here to warn you. I am here to awaken you from sleep, to shake you from the numbness that has kept you from truly living. How many times have you felt the nudge, the whisper, the sense that I was calling? And how many times have you pushed it away, saying maybe later, maybe when I am ready? I tell you, later is not promised. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. The chance you hold right now may never come again in this same way. So listen to me. Do not turn away. Do not test my patience, for it is not endless. I have delayed judgment for your sake. I have shielded you from things you never knew were set against you. I have given you time to choose, but time is a fragile gift. Do not waste it now. You stand at a door. On one side is regret, emptiness, and the same cycles that have been breaking you down. On the other side is life, freedom, healing, and joy you have longed for but never grasped. I am knocking, I am calling, I am bleeding with you to open. This is not a game. This is not entertainment. This is life itself, reaching out to you. I love you with a love that has never failed, even when you failed me. I call to you now with the urgency of a father who refuses to watch his child destroy themselves. You may think you have more time, but time is not yours to control. Right now, in this very breath, eternity brushes against your heart. Open your ears. Open your heart. Open your soul. I am speaking to you directly. This is your moment. Do not ignore me again. Do not walk away. What waits for you if you open will change everything. What follows if you turn away may leave you with regret that echoes louder than any pain you have known. Choose wisely now, for I am here, and I will not stay silent forever. My child, I need you to understand the cost of ignoring my voice. Many have heard me call and turned away, and their stories are written in pain and regret. When I whispered in their hearts, they told themselves there would be another time, another chance, a better day to listen. But that day never came. Years slipped through their fingers, opportunities closed, and what could have been a life of joy and freedom became a life chained by delay and loss. When you turn away from me, you do not simply choose silence, you choose a path where my protection feels distant, where your heart grows colder, and where the enemy takes advantage of your hesitation. Every time you say later, the chains around your soul tighten. Every time you push me aside, the fire of your desire for truth grows weaker until you find yourself empty, numb, and broken, wondering how you reached such a place. Do not fool yourself into thinking that every door will remain open forever. Some doors close, and once they do, they cannot be opened again. I tell you this with tears, not anger. Some blessings are time-sensitive. Some opportunities I align in your path only once, because they are connected to people, places, and moments that will never come together again. If you ignore my call now, you may one day wake up and realize what you lost cannot be reclaimed. Do not let this be your story. I have watched many souls live in cycles of regret. They look back at the moment I tried to reach them and realize that if they had only listened, everything could have been different. Families could have been restored, relationships healed, destinies fulfilled, tears turned into joy. But because they delayed, the years became wasted ground. They prayed for breakthroughs, but ignored the very moment that would have unlocked them. And so they lived in unanswered prayers, not because I would not answer, but because they would not obey. You see, my beloved, how dangerous delay can be. Every moment matters. The enemy uses delay as his sharpest weapon. He does not always need to make you deny me outright, he only needs to make you postpone your surrender, to whisper not today, until your heart grows weary and your fire dies. And when that happens, regret fills the silence, and sorrow fills the nights. I am showing you now what could happen if you walk away again. Picture yourself in the future, years from now, wishing you had opened your heart when I spoke so clearly. Imagine looking back and realizing that the answer you cried for, the peace you longed for, the breakthrough you waited on was here all along, waiting for you to simply say yes. Think of how heavy the regret would feel, knowing you traded eternal joy for temporary comfort, knowing you closed the door on the very blessing your soul needed most. I do not want that for you. I do not desire for you to live in sorrow. That is why I am speaking with such urgency now. I am pressing into your spirit because I refuse to let you drift into a lifetime of what-ifs and if-onlys. My heart for you is not regret, it is restoration. My plan for you is not wasted years, it is redeemed time. My promise for you is not unanswered prayer, it is miracles and breakthroughs beyond your imagination. But I will not force you. Love never forces, it calls, it waits, it knocks. Yet even love has its boundaries. If you ignore me again, I cannot promise you another moment like this one. What you choose right now carries weight. If you close your ears, the silence that follows may echo louder than you are prepared for. Do not think this warning is only for someone else. It is for you, right now. This is why you feel the pull in your chest, why the words seem to pierce deeper than mere text, why your spirit knows these are not ordinary words. It is because I am here, calling you to wake up before it is too late. I love you too much to let you waste more years. I love you too much to let your tears keep falling for things I have already prepared to heal. I love you too much to watch you lose blessings I designed for you. But you must choose. Will you listen or will you ignore me once more? The regret of ignoring my voice will crush you. The joy of responding to it will transform you. The decision is before you now. Please support our channel, since our heartfelt goal is to bring joy into your life and help you walk in devotion and reverence toward God. And if these messages uplift you, you can kindly support us through the Super Thanks button down below. My child, I know you. I know the things no one else has seen, the pain you never spoke aloud, the weight you carried in silence. I saw every tear that slid down your face when you lay awake at night, wondering if anyone even noticed your suffering. I counted every breath you took in those moments when you felt you could not go on. I know the loneliness that wrapped around you like a heavy blanket, the emptiness that made you feel invisible, forgotten, and unwanted. Even when you thought no one cared, I was there. I was watching, I was listening, I was weeping with you. You have walked through seasons that nearly broke you. You faced betrayals that cut deeper than any wound to your body. People you trusted turned their backs on you, leaving scars on your heart that you still feel today. I know the bitterness that tries to creep in when you remember their words, their rejection, their silence when you needed them most. But my child, I never left you. I never abandoned you, not for a single second. While others walked away, I stood closer. When you felt deserted, I surrounded you with my unseen presence. I know the failures that haunt you, the mistakes that play in your mind like a film on repeat. You replay your choices and wonder if you ruined everything, if your life is too broken to be mended. But I want you to hear me now. Your failures do not define you. Your mistakes are not the end of your story. Every fall you experienced, every stumble, I saw it, and I reached out my hand to lift you again. What you call failure, I call foundation. What you see as wasted years, I see as preparation. You have cried out to me about your finances, your needs, your lack. You worried about bills, about the future, about not having enough. You looked around and compared yourself to others, wondering why their lives seemed full while yours felt empty. But I tell you, I was providing in ways you did not even see. The fact that you are here, alive, breathing, reading this right now, is proof that I carried you when you thought you had nothing left. I have never failed to sustain you, and I never will. I also know the battles in your mind, the fear that grips you, the anxiety that robs your peace, the depression that presses down so heavily you sometimes question the worth of your own life. I have seen you fight those invisible wars in silence, with no one to understand the depth of what you endure. But I understand. I was there when the thoughts grew dark. I was there when you questioned if there was any hope left. And I want you to know, I was holding you together in those moments when you felt like you were falling apart. Do not believe that your pain has been wasted. Do not think that your delays were punishment. They were not. Every moment of waiting, every closed door, every season of silence was preparing you. I was shaping your heart, teaching you endurance, building strength in your spirit, and aligning circumstances you could not see. You thought I was absent, but I was working behind the scenes, weaving things together for your good. My child, you are not forgotten. You are not unseen. I have been closer than your own breath. I have been writing your story even when you thought it was over. I have been collecting your tears as treasures, storing them as testimonies of my faithfulness. Every wound, Every scar, every night of sorrow has been marked in my book, and none of it will go to waste. I speak these words now not to make you relive your pain, but to remind you that I was there, to assure you that I saw it all, and I will redeem it all. I allowed you to walk through the valley not to destroy you, but to strengthen you, to prepare you for what is coming. You may have thought I was punishing you, but in truth, I was protecting you, positioning you for something greater than you can imagine. I love you too deeply to let your suffering be meaningless. Every hidden battle has purpose. Every heartbreak will be healed. Every unanswered prayer will find its response in my perfect timing. You will look back one day and see that nothing was wasted, that even your deepest struggles became stepping stones to bring you closer to me and closer to the destiny I have prepared. You are not abandoned, you are not forgotten, and you are not unloved. You are mine, and I have been with you through it all. My child, listen to me with all your heart, for what I am about to say is not a suggestion. It is a warning. This is not advice you can take lightly, not words you can push aside and return to when you feel like it. This is life and death, destiny and destruction, blessing or regret. I speak now with urgency because I know what waits if you walk away. I know the snares that the enemy has already laid in your path. I see the whispers of doubt he is preparing. I see the storms he wants to send against you if you do not take hold of my hand now. Do not be deceived, my beloved. The enemy does not rest. He waits like a thief in the night, like a lion prowling in the shadows. His goal is simple: to steal from you, to destroy what I have placed within you, to convince you that my words are nothing but noise. Even now, as you hear me, he is whispering lies in your mind. This is not real. This is not for you. You can wait until later. But I tell you, those whispers are poison. They are designed to rob you of this very moment. Do not listen to them. If you turn away now, you may think you are choosing comfort, but what you are really choosing is regret. The blessing I am offering will not be found on the path of delay. If you close your heart, you will walk into harder battles, battles you were never meant to fight alone. The peace I want to give you will feel far, and the weight you already carry will feel heavier. What could have been healed will remain wounded. What could have been opened will remain shut. What could have been joy will remain sorrow. You cannot afford to take this lightly. Many who came before you heard my warning and ignored it, telling themselves they had more time. But when the enemy struck, when temptation came, when storms broke loose, they found themselves unprepared. They wished with all their heart they had listened when I first called. They wished they had opened their ears when my voice was clear. But by then, the cost was greater, the road harder, the regret unbearable. Do not walk their path. I speak to you now because I love you too much to let you be deceived. I will not sugarcoat the truth. If you harden your heart, you are choosing to invite the very pain you have been begging me to take away. If you ignore me, you are choosing chains over freedom, emptiness over fullness, sorrow over joy. And though my mercy is great, though my patience has stretched far, there comes a moment when delay turns into loss. I do not want this for you. Hear me clearly. This is not the time to play with your soul. This is not the time to pretend you are fine when inside you are crumbling. This is not the time to test how far you can go before it is too late. I am drawing the line in the sand and calling you to step across it. Choose me and you choose life. Reject me and you choose regret. That is the truth. Do not think the enemy will stop at whispers. If you turn away, He will count for your hope, your faith, your very identity. He will sow confusion into your mind, bitterness into your heart, heaviness into your spirit. And the longer you ignore me, the harder it will be to hear my voice. The longer you delay, the more numb your heart will grow, until one day you will not even recognize how far you have drifted. That is the danger of ignoring this moment. But even as I warn you, my love pleads with you. I am not here to condemn you. I am here to save you from what you cannot see. I am shouting now because the danger is close. I am shaking your spirit because I refuse to let you sleep while destruction waits at the door. My child, I would rather wound you with truth than comfort you with silence. I would rather speak hard words that awaken you than let you walk blindly into ruin. This is your moment. This is the window of grace I have given you. Do not test it. Do not delay it. Do not treat it as common. For if you close this door, I cannot promise it will open again. The weight of eternity is pressing against your decision right now. Do not let pride, doubt, or fear rob you of what I have prepared. I call you with authority, I warn you with urgency, and I plead with you with love. Choose wisely, my child, for the path you take today will shape your tomorrow. My beloved child, hear me now, for what I long to give you is far greater than anything you have ever lost. If you open your heart to me in this very moment, if you say yes to my call, the weight you carry will begin to break. The chains that have bound you in silence and fear will shatter, and the grip of sorrow that has tried to choke the life out of you will lose its hold. I will flood your darkness with light so brilliant that the shadows that once terrified you will vanish. Picture it, the doors that seemed sealed shut, the opportunities you thought were gone forever, the prayers you thought were unanswered all swinging wide open before you. Where you once faced rejection, I will grant acceptance. Where you once felt lack, I will pour out provision. Where you once only saw pain, I will plant joy so deep it cannot be uprooted by any storm. You will no longer be defined by the battles you lost, but by the victories I will bring. If you say yes, peace will rush into your soul like a river, washing away the torment of fear and anxiety. No longer will your nights be filled with endless tossing and turning, replaying mistakes and imagining worst outcomes. Instead, your nights will be filled with rest, and your mornings with new mercies. The depression that once pressed down upon your chest will lift, and in its place will come a calm assurance that I am with you, that you are safe in my arms. Your wounds will not only heal, they will become testimonies. The scars you carry will no longer remind you of shame, but of survival and of my faithfulness. Every betrayal will be redeemed, every disappointment overturned, every tear transformed into a jewel of glory in my hands. You will see that I never wasted your suffering. I was storing it, redeeming it, and preparing to release double for all that was stolen from you. Imagine the sound of chains breaking, heavy iron links snapping one by one as my power touches your soul. Imagine doors creaking open in places you thought were forever closed, doors to new opportunities, to reconciliation, to relationships you thought were too broken, to dreams you believed had died. Imagine light flooding every corner of your life, driving out the shadows of fear, regret, and despair. This is what I desire for you, if only you will let me in. Your future does not have to be written by your past. No longer will your identity be wrapped in failure, shame, or rejection. Instead, your identity will be secured in me, chosen, beloved, redeemed, and victorious. You will walk with a confidence not built on pride, but on the unshakable truth that I am with you, that I go before you, and that I fight for you. Do not think small, my child. Do not imagine that I only want to fix what is broken. I want to rebuild, restore, and give more than you thought possible. I want to pour out blessings so abundant that you will not have room to contain them. I want to give you joy that bursts forth in laughter where you once only had tears. I want to fill your life with such light that even those who doubted you will see and know that my hand has been upon you. What I have prepared is greater than what you lost. What I am building is stronger than what was destroyed. What I am about to open is bigger than what was closed. You will not spend your days looking backward in sorrow, but forward in hope. You will not be chained to fear of what may go wrong, because you will live in the assurance of what I will make right. When you walk with me, victory is not occasional, it becomes your portion. Hope is not temporary, it becomes your foundation. Peace is not fleeting, it becomes the atmosphere of your life. And joy is not shallow, it becomes the deep well that never runs dry. I tell you this now so that you will know. Your yes will change everything. Your surrender will unlock blessings beyond your imagination. Your obedience will release the miracles you have been waiting for. Do not look at what you think you have lost, lift your eyes to what I am preparing. The story is not over. The ending I have written is better than the beginning you feared. Choose me, and you will step into transformation so complete that even you will not recognize the person you once were. Fear will no longer write your story. Regret will no longer dictate your choices. Shame will no longer hold your head down. You will rise because I will lift you. You will walk in freedom because I will break your chains. You will live in victory because I already won it for you. This is my promise. This is my invitation. This is my heart for you. Do not let it pass by. Take my hand and let me lead you into the life you were always meant to live. My child, hear me with a heart that is awake, for I declare to you now, the season is shifting. Right here, in this very moment, the atmosphere around your life is changing. The heaviness that pressed on you for so long is being lifted, and the dryness you walk through is giving way to rivers of living water. What was once closed will open. What you thought was denied will be restored. What you assumed was over will be resurrected. I am doing this now, even as you hear these words. You have endured nights that felt endless, waiting for answers that seemed to never arrive. You asked me again and again, Lord, how much longer? And in the silence, you felt forgotten. But I tell you, those delays were not your end, they were the soil in which I planted the seeds of your destiny. What felt like stillness was preparation. What felt like silence was strategy. And what seemed like absence was my hand aligning things beyond what your eyes could see. The waiting season is breaking now, and a new chapter is unfolding before you. Lift your head, my beloved, and see, the heavens are not quiet concerning you. Even now, angels are being released on assignment. They are moving on your behalf, clearing obstacles that once stood like walls in your way. They are breaking chains in the unseen, scattering darkness that tried to hold you captive. In places where the enemy had set traps, my warriors are tearing them apart. Where the enemy thought he had gained ground, my hosts are reclaiming territory in your name. The battles you did not even know were being fought are already being won in the spirit realm. The shift is not small, it is monumental. I am turning the page of your life story. Where there was lack, I am writing abundance. Where there was rejection, I am writing acceptance. Where there was sorrow, I am writing joy. And these words are not distant promises. They are happening even as you open your heart to me. You will begin to see changes, subtle at first, then undeniable. Doors that were sealed by circumstances or by the choices of others will suddenly swing wide. Opportunities you thought you missed will reappear in new and greater forms. Relationships that seemed broken beyond repair will show signs of life. Do not call this coincidence. Call it what it is: divine intervention. For I have declared over your life that the old season is over. The drought has ended, the winter has passed, and the time of fruitfulness is here. What once felt barren will now bloom. Where you only saw ashes, beauty will rise. Where you only carried wounds, healing will pour out. You will not be defined by the years of waiting, but by the glory of what I am now releasing. But, my child, I do not want you to only witness this shift, I want you to align with it. Do not hold on to the habits of delay. Do not keep wearing the identity of sorrow. Do not speak with the language of defeat. Stand up, shake off the dust, and walk as one who knows that heaven is moving. Position yourself in faith, for faith is the key that unlocks the doors I am already opening. Line your heart with gratitude, for gratitude multiplies the blessings I am pouring out. Choose obedience, for obedience secures the future I am preparing. I am not only changing your circumstances, I am changing you. The shift that is happening is not only around you, it is within you. The fear that once held you back will no longer have authority. The shame that silenced you will no longer have power. The doubt that paralyzed you will no longer have control. I am filling you with courage to step into what you once thought impossible. I am clothing you with strength to walk through doors you once feared. I am releasing boldness into your spirit to claim what I have already given. Type Amen if you trust God's promises will never fail, and share this video to spread His light everywhere.